All right, we are live.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, could I have your attention, please? For the next 10 minutes, we will be doing our pre show for 22 minutes with Jason and Stefan and a special guest named Ryan Scruggs. Dun, 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 dun. Y'all ready for this? Dun,
Oh,
dun,
no, no,
dun, 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 dun.
no.
All right, how many seconds was that? Was that like eight?
Sorry, I'm just not getting it.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that was like 30 seconds. Good job. All
All
right.
right, all right, all right. We got it, 9.5 more minutes. Stretch it out, Cotton. Stretch it out.
To draw this out.
Yeah.
Oh, my phone's ringing already. Look at that. Somebody wants to work with me.
I
No.
know. Phones on silent. Phones on
Yeah, I gotta
silent.
do that. That's part of the pre-show.
Part of
Yeah.
the pre-show. Phones on silent.
All right, guys. So, for those that are watching, this is a part of the pre-show where we actually start sharing our our show out to all of our different avenues. So, for the next 9 minutes, you'll be seeing one of our listings that's actually just got an offer on it. We're doing the inspection today, so it's a house with a pool for 175K. Take a look at the photos and tell me that you didn't miss out on this one, right?
Nice.
So,
Nice offer. This wasn't on the market that long. Right?
no, it wasn't. It was not long enough. It wasn't long enough, right? That's what you like to hear your realtor say. We want to get a couple leads from it, but
Oh my goodness.
oh
There's
my
many
god,
ways I could go with that one, Father.
all right, so we have a special guest. I think he can talk while we do this, and then
I
people
can
can
do
guess who it is. Don't say your name, Ryan, because I want them to guess.
Oh, man.
Oh, my phone's ringing again. My goodness.
Awesome.
I think, yeah, I think it's for one of our properties. I thought I'd turn it down, but oh, I heard my echo. Must be live. Let me start sharing. All right, here we are. We have a total of 2 viewers. I believe that's me and Ryan.
Probably.
For those that once they start watching, I'll tell them you might want to watch the first 30 seconds of our pre-show.
Because it's the best. It's the
Yeah.
absolute best.
Yeah, didn't see that coming. Look at me, I'm like an angel. I think John, what's his name? Johnson, Jimmy Johnson. What's his name? Not Jimmy. Jack Johnson. Yeah, Jack Johnson sings songs about me. Look up over here. Oh, Jason.
Yeah, there's an aura
I'm an
about you.
angel.
Just an aura around you.
Yeah, that's right. Some people pay a lot of money to get their paintings with auras around them.
There's an app for that too, by the way. There are apps out there. In fact, Instagram right now is a big trend where you have the Instagram rainbow posted on your face. So people are buying these prisms, going to the sun and putting the Pink Floyd prism kind of thing, and putting the rainbow on their
Okay.
face kind of thing. Yeah, it's a big trend right now. Actually,
Okay. Well, it looks like I'm trending.
you are trending.
I'm on point.
Definitely has gone viral.
Right. In the good sense.
Stefan has gone viral.
Mm. Drinking water today. Don't need no coffee. All jacked up on the energy drink and water. All right, today. So let's. I don't know if you're sharing your stuff right now, Ryan, but usually
I
just
am.
write like a paragraph or something. Throwback Thursday. Hashtag Throwback Thursday.
Tell the world we are live.
Hashtag throw. Sometimes I sing it because I don't know because it just sounds weird to just say it. But hashtag Throwback Thursday. Have a special guest,
Special guest.
and by special,
You mean
I mean special.
See, everyone. If you wanted to be a part of the show, you could be enjoying all this fun. You could be
Be
in it.
treated just as well as mystery guest Ryan over here.
mystery guest Ryan? Yeah.
Right.
It's a mystery. You never know what I'm gonna say.
Ryan will be in disguise with his voice altered.
Yeah.
I was gonna do robot voice, but I realized I can't do that. So
Can't do robot voice. Shame
Nah.
on you.
yeah.
I can do beady beady beady. What's up, Buck? Beady, beady, beady. My goodness, that's-
We mentioned at the pre-show phones on silent.
Yeah, no, it's just blowing up every time because I've missed 4 phone calls already. So I'll have to follow up. So I miss it, so I turn it down, and then what happens is I don't turn the ringer down. I just turn that part down. So I'm sorry for everyone that's trying to call me right now. Just leave a comment on the Facebook session.
There you go.
Really address it.
Hey, tell them when they're calling you, send the text back saying, "Hey, I'm live on Facebook. If you want to talk to me, go to my Facebook page and message me."
Okay. That's a good
I'll
idea.
answer you directly.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah. I will. In fact, I'll do that right after I share this. I haven't even started. Look, I'm 5 minutes in. I haven't even shared once yet. Look at this pressure. Look at the pressure I'm under. Falling apart. Hey, I'm going to show you the stickers here, Ryan. Look at this. You ready? In about 3 seconds. It's thinking right now. I want to do one. Well, no, it's not doing it. It's not allowing me to do it because there's too many people, maybe. I can't have fun with my stickers. Dang it, Jason.
How about that one?
You did it. How come I can't do it? Mine is saying there's no stickers for me. That's good. Well, anyways, you found the stickers. You can enjoy it. I was going to show you that.
I found this one.
Yeah, it's the little things in life.
Oh man, too much. All right, let's see here. Advertise, promote, advertise, promote, advertise. Distribution is the holy grail.
We got a few viewers right now. Hello, my name is Stephen Cotton. I am Stephen with 22 Minutes with Jason and Stephen. Jason is behind the scenes sharing and caring right now. If you like to share and care, what I would do would be to press that share button and say, he told me to do it, and then press share. So what we have here, for those that are just coming in, today is our Throwback Thursday. We have a special guest from I'm going to give you a hint. How's the last part go? Dum, 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 dum.
Well, we ensure that because we've seen that.
Yep.
How about that?
Right, that's the hint. Yeah, and just for the record, as most of the viewers know, I have to sing off key, or else they're going to boot us off the system because I have pitch perfect hearing and pitch perfect vocals, and it's so hard for me to get it off key. But I know I have to do that in order for us to stay live.
Because your voice is a mixture of Fergie.
My voice is if Fergie and Elvis Presley had a baby.
There you go.
Right. I'm a little bit like that. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's what you get. All right, I shared it once. How many shares you got, Jason?
I'm getting kicked out of doing some of these shares. Like I'm trying to share it on Craigslist here, and it's saying I can't.
Well, Craigslist.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with Craigslist?
That's a different show. Let's talk about what's wrong with Craigslist. On Wednesday. So this property right here that you guys are seeing is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with a pool, listed at $175,000. We have an offer on it right now. We're doing the inspection period. Since we have a few minutes, I'll tell you what happens during the inspection period. You have 10 days to bring in all the inspectors, termites, a home inspector. Sometimes you do mold. Sometimes you do a rooter inspection of the pipes to the main streets. Get on the roof, get in the attic, the AC stuff. Pool stuff for this one, you'll need a pool inspector. And you get 10 days to go in there and say, okay, these things are wrong. We want you to fix them or not fix them, or we like it just the way it is. And then they have 5 days to say, okay, we'll fix it, or we'll give you some money, or we got a better offer right behind you, so it's up to you, boss. I like that one. That's my favorite one, is like, we got $5,000 right behind you. And they're not worried about no inspection. But we're in the inspection period with this, so if you're interested in this property, we will know in about 5 days if we have a deal still. Today we're going to be doing questions and answers with the guy I use for my homeowner's insurance for all my flips. He does other things other than flips, and he'll talk about that as the homeowner consumer. But he'll be here to answer your guys' questions. We have a bunch of questions we have to ask him anyway, right? Like, what's his sign? What's his favorite pizza?
Right. I came completely prepared for the full dating website questionnaire. Right.
Getting to know you. Right. What dead celebrity are you? Yeah, the A, B, and C, and who likes it hot? I don't know. I don't know what that came from.
Yeah.
Like it hot, like Arizona hot, or like too hot in my burritos, or like Thai food hot.
Whoa, that's extreme, man.
We have only a few seconds left, and I'm sharing it. I'm almost done. We're about, 30 seconds in. Oh, hey, everybody. We have a lot of viewers right now. I just want to say the most exciting 30 seconds of the show is at the very, very beginning. I don't know if you can replay that. Can they go back, or do they have to, when it's live, they
It's
have
at
to do
the
it?
end.
That's
It's
the
at the
win.
end. It's at the end. The
Oh
most
my
exciting
goodness.
part is at the end. They got to stick around for the end. The end.
Okay. So what you guys need to do is just walk away. Just walk away from the computer. Give us about 22 minutes to chit chat. And then come back, and then you can watch the first 30 seconds, because those are probably my favorite 30 seconds.
Let's do this, man.
And I've been doing the show for a while. Okay, I'm
Let's
getting
do it.
told this is the part of the show where I get cut off. I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of 22 Minutes. I am Jayson Bates, bringing you the lender side of things, and he is Stephen Cotton. He's bringing us the realtor side of things. And together, we hope to not only entertain you, but also bring you valuable information that you can use when you're looking to buy, sell, or refinance property here in Phoenix metropolitan area. So if you are looking to do any one of those three things, please reach out to us. Yeah, three things, right? Buy, sell, refinance. And you can do so by following us on Twitter. You can head over to our Facebook page, 22 Minutes, 22 Mins. Comment on that Facebook page, or you can do the old-fashioned way and just call us. Just give us a ring. And I'll flash up our phone numbers here in just a second. Today is the Throwback Thursday episode of the show. So we do have
Start the timer.
It is started.
Oh, it is now. Okay. My bad. Keep going. I tried to cut you off, sir.
All right. No worries. Hey, keep me square, man. Keep me on the game.
All right.
So we have a special guest today. This is the first for our show, so hopefully it'll go very, very smoothly. But we'll bring him on here in just a second. We kind of did a little bit of a guessing game during the pre-show. What's his name? Who's behind door number one? It's like the dating game or something.
Tell us about yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would the first date with you be like?
That was, in fact, there's a little tie-in there, right? Because didn't the gentleman just pass away yesterday or Saturday? The guy who did the Gong Show or whatever, Barry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard some people. I heard I was at Village Inn for my free pie Wednesdays. I never miss a Wednesday. Right. But there was an older group of people, in their 60s or 70s, and they were talking about this guy from the Gong Show.
Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah, I didn't know.
He did the dating game. I think he's the one who started the dating game or whatever in the 70s. But anyway, let's get to today's tweet quote of the day, and then we'll get to our guest because we got a lot to cover here. So let's do this.
All right.
Oh, well, he's kind of in the picture here. And this is part of the thing of live streaming here. But our special guest is right below me, just like
What?
just like the Brady Bunch here. But
You can do this, Ryan.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
He's looking down. I gotta look down.
Where am I?
This is the one scene that I did not fix. Oh well. Home insurance. Understand your risks. Get better value. Cover same time. This is the tie-in to our special guest. So, with that being said, why don't we just bring him in? How about that? There we go.
All right.
There we go. His name, the one, the only, Ryan Scruggs with Farmers
How's it going,
Insurance.
guys?
All right.
What? No, I don't hear the applause. Where's the?
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
They don't know to clap for him yet.
Oh no, I'm
Jason Peterson,
I'm too new.
Jason Bates, Stephen Cotton, Ryan Scruggs. Chirp, chirp.
Yeah, crickets, bullfrogs, crickets, bullfrogs. No, hey, thanks, Ryan. You're our first guest.
That's awesome. I am very proud to be here.
This is an exclusive here for 22 minutes. So
Yeah.
appreciate you taking and having the, manhood, if you will, to come on camera. Not everybody will come on camera. So for you.
I have absolutely no problem doing that.
All right, good. Hey, we got a lot of questions here that we want to cover here. So with that, I feel anyway, when I talk to buyers, I say, hey, we need homeowners insurance. Okay, I'll get it. And they just get it and they don't really understand it. So today's episode is to really kind of dive into what it means. Now,
Sure.
Georgia, we don't have these natural disasters so much here in Arizona.
No.
Hopefully, not as many. Although the monsoons can be pretty damaging at some point, and fissures and I don't know, other kind of little natural disasters that happen here. But people in Georgia and other places, man, they use their insurance quite a bit, I'd imagine.
Quite a bit. I mean, there are parts of the country that they use it pretty regularly, maybe 2 to 3 times a year. They'll be filing claims, whether it's for a tornado, a hailstorm, a flood. Arizona, we have very minimal risk and impact when it comes to those big, huge, catastrophic disasters.
Mm-hmm.
So, but there are things that can go wrong, but nothing on the scale of like a Texas.
Yeah, nothing on that scale, right? So, Ryan, talk to us a little bit about some of the common questions that you may get. I mean, what's the most common question? Like, is it price? Is that kind of the tipping point for most people, or do they really actually think about coverages?
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of plays off of what you said. Is they know that they need it, but they don't know why or what it covers.
Right.
And so that's kind of where I come in the process, and I explain why it's important. I explain coverages to them and make sure that they understand every level of the coverage. Just like you guys are, explaining the contract and going through the loan process to do step by step, so they understand what they're buying. Same thing with their insurance. Some companies, they just, well, like you said, they just go in and buy it, but as to what they're actually buying.
Yeah, yeah. And, I don't know, can you kind of, what are some of the factors that play into insurance? What kind of dictates the premium? Because I hear a neighborhood can do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can the type of house determine that? I mean, if a 2-story, single story.
It does. There are tons of there are tons and tons of things because there are different parts to your insurance policy. You have your dwelling coverage, your liability, personal property, X, Y, so many different levels. Each one of those is attached a rating factor. So, like your personal property, those are things that can be stolen from your house. So that's when the area, your neighborhood, are there lots of thefts and burglaries in your neighborhood? So there are lots of different things. You also take into account a lot of insurance companies are following suit is credit rating. So we also take your credit rating into account.
Yeah, so your credit rating is, because you broke up there a little bit, but your credit rating is a big factor. No, it's all good, man. So credit rating can play a factor into how much you're paying.
I did not know that. See, I learned something
every day. It can, depending on what kind of policy you're getting, like with Stefan, you have a business. So your personal credit is not coming into account, but your business is.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to, can I just, my very first deal, it took me about four months to find this guy a house because he always wanted to come in $20K lower than list price. And we're about ready to, we're signing like the counter stuff. We're about ready to go to title and stuff. And he's like, well, how much is it for homeowners insurance? And so I said, I'll be right back. So I ran out of the meeting room, talked to my broker, whoever's there. I said, how much is it for homeowners insurance? I don't know, like $65 to $80. So I ran back. I was like, $65 to $80. And then he says, how many of these have you done? Like, mind you, I've been showing him houses for 4 months. And so he says, how many? I go, well, including this one? He's like, yeah. I go, well, one. I go, but we're almost there, man. We're almost there. We have a deal. Stuff like, so the 65 to 80, is that like typical? The house was like about $130,000 house or something, but what would you say?
I would say like an average in the Phoenix area, if you're looking for a home between $180,000 to $250,000, just average tract home that we have in Arizona. I mean, you're looking, depending on your coverage levels and depending on the buyer and the client, around 7 to 1,000 is kind of the norm. You have some areas in the valley where you can get down to $400 to $500. Some areas in the valley where it's $1,200 to $1,400. But I would say norm is $750 and $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what I quote when I qualify or pre-qualify people. I do about $720, $60 a month is about what I go.
I mean, it all depends on. I mean, you can have someone who's buying a very small house that has a lot of stuff,
right?
That needs different coverages. So the home itself, like when you're quoting the home and giving an idea.
We call those hoarders in this business. If you have a small house and you have a lot of stuff, it's time for an upgrade.
It just depends on what we're looking at, on both the client and the property.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about pets. Pets can play a role in your homeowner's insurance, right? So
yeah.
Talk a little bit about pets.
They definitely can. Again, that's where it comes down to each insurance company. For example, farmers, we have no breed restrictions. You can have any kind of dog as long as there has never been an incident of biting. Where some insurance companies, and this is where you need to make sure you talk to the company or your agent, they have breed restrictions. They can outright decline you because you have a Rottweiler or a Pit Bull or things like that. So you need to make sure you have one of those breeds that some people are dangerous, which I don't. But I mean, some companies do.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And is there a cat lady discount?
Like no,
just some more cats. Right.
A gerbil discount?
But it's mostly just the dangerous dogs. Okay. The gerbil incident.
Yeah. But that's good, man. That's information I didn't know, because I thought all insurance companies, no matter the breed, I guess that goes along with saying in your commercial where the dogs are playing and they're flooding the house out and all that kind of stuff. So I guess
and actually a funny story about that is all those commercials that you see, those are all real stories and real claims that agents like myself have submitted, and like the marketing department picked out the best ones and then fantasized them a little bit. So those are all real things that actually it's kind of funny.
Yeah, those are funny. Well, that's good to know, man, because again, I've had people, hey, my pit bull, it doesn't bite, it's a big teddy bear, whatever, and yet they got to pay through the nose for insurance. But you guys don't have any kind of restrictions on the breeds.
It's a double in Tundra, because as a renter, sometimes you can't get that pit bull approved anyway. Well, then your option is to buy a house, and then a lot of the homeowners insurance will say, no, you don't get to buy a house. So then we say, well, we got a guy.
We got a guy.
You got a pit bull, no problem.
Right. So okay, now talk to us about like the deductibles and things like that. What are some things that people, because homeowners insurance can affect, right now we're seeing a lot of price increases in properties. There's a lot of pressure on affordability. So homeowners insurance can make a difference for affordability. We just had a situation where Stefan, it was one of our clients that ended up, because he had to have flood insurance, right? And so that flood insurance it took him out of his comfort zone a little bit. So taking the insurance, homeowners insurance, and maybe tweaking that just slightly can bring somebody back into their comfort zone as far as the total payment goes. So
yeah, definitely. And I've seen that with a lot of customers who are either first-time home buyers or the refinancing. They're looking for that affordability. They're looking to be able to afford their budget their monthly monthly billing. And so at least I know with farmers, we're able to customize every single thing. So we can tweak the deductible. We can bring this down and bring that up, and we are able to make it affordable. And we can, as long as, again, it's my job to make sure that you're properly covered. But if we can tweak it however I can to make sure that it fits into your escrow or fits into your refinance budget or whatever you're doing, my job is to make sure that you're properly covered and that you properly.
Yeah, so that's a conversation that you're going to have with the client, right? Say, and with me, right? The loan officer say, hey, what are we at? Are we tight? Whatever. And say, hey, look, this is what we can do. We can do this coverage. Now, there's certain minimum requirements that we as the lender are going to require, right, for coverages. So there's certain things you can't do. But, maybe raising the deductible or maybe not doing some other types of coverages can play a role.
Yeah, I mean, what I always I found, and no offense to lenders or realtors, but I've always found the insurance.
You're on our show.
Thing.
Watch it.
Wait a minute. What is that part?
Don't burn bridges. Right. No, but it's always kind of the last thing on title's list. Is the last thing to check off. But I found that a lot of times, if you send your customer out to go find an insurance policy and they don't know what they're looking for, they can give this blanket one size fits all that's going to ruin their closing or not fit into their refinance. And so they bought something they don't know what they're getting, and two, it's going to ruin their escrow or their refinance. So it's someone like me where after they get on a contract, say here's who you're working with, if you're like a recommend or whatever, and I will walk through step by step, half an hour. Here's what we're getting covered by. Here's what you're buying. Here's how it's going to fit into your transaction.
So that was okay. So that was my question. How long does this take? It sounds like you kind of put it in there half hour roughly.
Yeah, so like half hour, 45 minutes. I mean, I like to do whatever they're comfortable with. If they want to speak on the phone, if they and I've done this a lot. I go to people's houses because that personal touch people don't expect anymore, like I know you guys do. So it's whatever they're comfortable with. I've had customers who want to review over email. It's fine, whatever they prefer.
So
45 minutes seems like a long time. I feel like you're coming in there giving them a back rub. Okay, let's talk about your house. All right, I see you have a trampoline.
Yeah, so what does that mean?
Yeah, right.
I mean, the way I see it is, you two are putting so much time and effort into trying to help this person buy, their first house or buy their retirement home, and you're putting a lot of effort into helping them get what they want. I think it's only right for someone to make sure, I take that time to make sure that if something happens to them, God forbid, the house burns down 2 years from now, that they're square. They are properly covered.
yeah, no, that's good. That's really good. That's super important. And understanding the policy, right? So many times it kind of leads into what I was going to say. I have clients who go out and get a policy, and I get the policy, I get the declaration page or whatever, and it's $3,000, and it's like,
Right.
good grief, man! Is that in the best interest of the client, or is that in the best interest of the agent? Kind of
Exactly.
thing.
I mean, I have seen it go both ways where I've come across declaration pages and policies where, it's $200 a year, but they are literally only covered if the place burns down and nothing else.
Yeah.
And then the opposite end of the spectrum where it's $3,000 and they have every bells and whistles when it's a single person with, $50,000 worth of stuff. That doesn't need every single thing.
Right.
So it's that conversation that you have with them to make sure that you drill down what they need and then charge them properly for only what they need, nothing less, nothing more.
Right. Right. The other thing I want to touch base on too is, I've heard these horror stories of, somebody's walking on the sidewalk in front of your house. The sidewalk is tilted a little bit or something like that. They trip and they break an arm, and then they sue you, and then they try to take your entire house.
Yeah, so that's kind of my job. I consider myself a risk advisor. I look over all those crazy things that you talked about, like tripping on the sidewalk, and I try and protect against that. So liability limits are a portion of your homeowner's policy and your auto policy as well. So if someone does trip on your sidewalk, or they fall down your stairs, or they fall off your trampoline, or whatever, all these crazy things that can happen, you have a liability limit built into your policy that the insurance company will then pay out for their medical bills, or their lost wages, or whatever has happened to them. So you don't have to incur that financial risk. And that is a basic part of every homeowner's policy. If you sue without any liability, it's just walk away. Just walk away from it.
He brought in a good point too, because of the liability with the car insurance. Now, I always tell people when you bundle, you save money. Like, is there a ballpark figure? Is it like $30 a month? Like if we bundled a car and a boat and a house,
right?
Sometimes that's all three in one. Like my boat, my car is a boat. I live in it.
Living large, man. Living large.
He has a houseboat that's really just his van on the river.
That's on the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
I live in the shit down by the river.
Again, you have to make sure you talk to your insurance company. Every insurance company is different, but you can see discounts between 10, 15, up to 30% when you bundle, depending on what you're bundling, which can affect your homeowner's insurance as well. So whenever someone says, hey, I'm closing my house in 30 days, okay, that's awesome. Here's your homeowner's policy is by itself.
Yeah.
And then here's what it would be after you close, what it would be to bundle everything to 90 days. Okay.
So somebody, really quick, Jason, somebody that maybe is at $1,150 with the homeowner's insurance, it bumps them up to the $1,160, a little bit out of their comfort range. Mm-hmm. If we were to say bundle your car with it, or bundle your two cars with it and shave off $30 a month or $20 a month, then they might be back to that $1,150 or below that parameter that they were comfortable with anyway.
Exactly, which is why I always recommend to anyone who's refers to me for a real estate transaction that right when you're under contract, that gives me time, 45, 60 days, whatever your closing is, to look at all the options. Yeah. I mean, I've had it at the other end as well when I get a call from a lender where, listen, I've got 3 days left. I need this done today.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing, too. I want to preface, too, that just because somebody gets a certain policy at the close of escrow, it seems like it's done, one and done kind of thing. You can change that policy. That policy can change after closing. So that's a conversation to continue having, too, with your insurance agent as your lifestyle changes, right? Yeah. Hey, I saw your houseboat lifestyle change.
Hey, is it okay if I sell a fireworks at my houseboat car?
Yeah, let's not talk.
I'm running a medical marijuana dispensary out of my garage. Is that all right?
Meth lab. How much to cover a meth lab?
Yeah, right.
There's a lot of good, a lot of my inventory. I don't want to lose.
Oh my god!
I got a lot of supplies.
Right. I want to make sure
man.
that if this trailer blows up, I have enough money to buy another trailer full of the stuff.
You guys are killing me.
Hey, I want to talk a little bit too about because I saw this thing on Twitter where if you have a babysitter and something goes wrong, right? Does homeowners insurance cover that sort of stuff? Like I don't know, medical, like I don't know if the baby could the babysitter be sued? I don't.
Yeah, so there's a section of pretty, I would say, every normal homeowner's policy. There's two parts I can follow. One is medical payments to others, and in the industry, that's considered a goodwill credit. We want to be able to help you with your deductible, with your copays, your out of pocket, so we're square. But if that $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, whatever you choose, your bills go above that, that's where your liability will come in. So, an insurance company, we're protecting ourselves and protecting our client with that medical payment of $5,000. Yeah. But the liability is there as a backup.
All right, cool. Hey, tell everybody. We probably should have done this at the very beginning as well. Tell everybody how we can get a hold of you, Ryan.
Yeah, definitely. My best way is my direct line is my cell phone. It is I think here wherever it was. It's my cell phone is 623-262-7031. That is my absolute best way. You can look me up on Facebook as well. Ryan Scruggs, RYANSCRUGGS. So
all right, cool. I'm going to put that in the comments section here, Ryan. Give me the phone number one more time. You said 602?
623 262
okay.
7031.
7031. Okay.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I didn't have your number to put down there. I just have your logo, so my apologies.
That's fine. No worries. I mean, I do consultations as well. I mean, there's no pressure. One of my biggest things is education. Like you said in the very beginning, I'm there to make sure you know what you have. If you have a good policy and you have a good price, I'll let you know. But I mean, like you said before, there are a lot of people who don't have quality, and that's where they're going to fill that gap.
All right, cool. Well, thanks, Ryan. Thanks for being part of today's show.
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, no, thank you for being a part of it. It takes, like I said, some manhood to get.
Takes a lot off my back. Like it's pretty nice to just sit back.
I felt like I was pulling the conversation, Stephen. I mean, I felt you were just
right. Just let me know when you're done. I'll come back and wrap the thing up. do the wrap up.
Yeah. So again, if you want to reach out to Ryan and farmers, you're in need of insurance, or you want to make a change to your policy, or maybe just have a consultation with Ryan and see what kind of coverages he can provide to you and your family, please reach out to him. Again, his number is 623-262-7031. Reach out to him. He's at Farmers.
I always get, and a second opinion never hurts.
Exactly.
It never does.
Exactly. Okay, with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. So thank you, Ryan, for being part of the show. Stefan, as always, it's a pleasure.
I do what I do I'm so glad to be part of this one.
he's there for the eye candy. He just looks
right. The eye candy. Right.
Eye candy. All right. Hey, everyone, please like our Facebook page. We're so close to 1,000 likes. We're really trying to get to that 1,000 likes. So please head over to our Facebook page. If you're watching us on YouTube or some other Periscope, Twitter, whatever, and head over to that Facebook page if you would, and like that page and share with your friends and family, especially if you're looking to buy, sell, or refinance property. We want to be your team of choice. And we've got another team member, Ryan, that we introduced everybody to. So
he's over here.
He's not on camera right now.
So,
but we can still hear him. He's incognito, man. Incognito. So please reach out to us. We'd love to represent you and help you with your American dream of home ownership. So until next time, tomorrow, I don't think Stefan's going to be with us. I think one of his teammates is going to be with us, right? So tomorrow is Feature Friday. Hopefully he's going to send me pictures. Tomorrow's feature property.
So it's Feature Friday tomorrow.